I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what you want me to say with this one. Mega Zeraora is a real Pokemon. We got a brand new trailer here. Get charged up with Mega Zeraora. I've got some thoughts. But the design itself, honestly, this whole Pokemon, right? I'm like speechless, but I'm the kind of speechless that comes out of apathy rather than shock and awe, right? So we got the Zeraora, and I do like that all these Mega Dimension trailers have really been shown. Like, the story in every single one is the Pokemon gets defeated, it Mega Evolves, right? The Pokemon's getting overwhelmed, it Mega Evolves, and then it gets the upper hand. So these Gengar are going crazy on the Zeraora. It's getting its butt kicked. And then Mega Evolution happens. And I guess I'll say, like, I'm just fine on it. I don't really care. This type of Pokemon is not my genre. Zeraora, I've never once been like, I need to train a Zeraora. I want this on my team. It's the coolest thing in the world. All right, first off, let's talk about the type. It remains an electric type. I think a lot of people expected this Pokemon to become electric fighting type because so many... its fighting style has so much to do with, like, its fists, its plasma fists. And we didn't see that. It's going to remain electric type. I said on my podcast earlier today, I do think the electric type is pretty good already. It is weird. A lot of people are starting to notice that it is weird that, like, every single electric type Mega Pokemon, pretty much, except for, I think every Pokemon except for Ampharos, except for Mega Ampharos, remains and just is mono electric type. And I think it might be because the electric type is kind of already busted. It has one weakness. It is offensive. It's got a couple, it's good against a couple different types. But it also just hits a lot of types. It's a good type. It is what it is. I think it would have been cool if they gave this Pokemon, something else. I think the design, never mind the type, but the design, it is a pretty big departure from not the design. Appearance-wise, though, like, this Mega Zeraora is a big step up, or a big departure from standard Zeraora. It gets this blue and black, like, it gets these colors all over its body. I do like how, I really appreciate how they are illustrating or, like, personifying the electric type without just saying, like, they kind of like every electric type is electric type because it is yellow and it shocks, right? But they are they're really leaning into the plasma, right? And that's where we get this blue, this glowing color. I do like that. I think just like how a lot of fire types are just like warm or literally a flame, I appreciate Slugma for being lava, right? It's not just physical heat. It's not just a flame. It's a little bit different, right? It's rock. The Slugma is made of rock. So this is plasma. It's a little bit different. I appreciate that. But honestly, it's hard for me. I just want to be clear. I do not dislike this Pokemon. We do have Mega Zeraora. I'm not negative on the design, but it just doesn't excite me. Like, as a standalone Pokemon, it doesn't excite me. What does excite me, and I'm gonna kind of get into the rest of the data mined. There's a list of data mined Mega Evolutions that we are gonna get in this game. This is not like leaked information. It's not like it wasn't illegally. Well, maybe I guess it's technically illegally acquired, but to me, it's not morally. Whatever. This data, what I'm gonna show you right now, is taken straight from the game. So, like, from ZA. So, what this does, the way this does excite me, Zeraora being confirmed, is that it pretty much tells me that the rest of these, again, it's just further confirmation that this list is true, right? And accurate. So, Mega Baxcalibur, we got that. Mega Chimecho, we got that. Zeraora is right here. And it's a mythical Pokemon, which is pretty cool, right? That's like my biggest question watching this trailer. Like, how did this person even get a Zeraora? How did they get a Mega, right? How did this like basic like trainer from Lumio City even get a Zeraora? That's just kind of insane. It's just insane. And so I'm looking at Darkrai, I'm looking at Heatran, I'm looking at Magearna, right? They're going to be getting new Mega Evolutions. I honestly would have much rather have seen any of those Megas. I think that would have been way more exciting. Zeraora, I don't really know if it's a fan favorite, but I think a lot of people are going to be happy with it. I don't care too much. I just don't care too much. I don't care. I would have much rather seen Absol, Garchomp, Lucario. I would have rather seen Tatsugiri. It sounds like the rumors are that Tatsugiri is going to be released in the next trailer. And we do have confirmation from the Pokemon Company that the next trailer is going to be on December 2nd. So that's pretty cool. We got about right after the holidays, right after Thanksgiving, if you're in the States. I think it's maybe a Tuesday. I haven't actually checked. But we're going to get another Pokemon. And I guess, yeah, that's honestly where I'm at right here. So Zeraora, for me, personally, underwhelming. The trailer, for me, underwhelming. They showed nothing. Nothing. I guess I just wanted to see more characters. I wanted to see more Hoopa, more plot, a returning character. I'm really holding on faith that we're going to see some returning characters other than, like, Karina is a sign that Ramos, that Clement, Wolfric, Malva. Like, I want to see these characters. Where's Looker? I said this in my main channel video. Where's Looker? No one's talking about Looker. Looker's not dead. Bring back Looker. Sycamore could come back. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to see. When I look at the official art for this Zeraora, like, I mean, this thing's only existed for a couple minutes or whatever, like a couple hours. And I don't hate it. I look at this render right now and I go, this is a objectively cool design, right? This is an objectively cool design. I really am curious, honestly, if you're watching this, let me know in the comments if you like Zeraora. Why do you like Zeraora? Base form and even the Mega. Because, like, I don't care about it, but when I look at this, I do go, like, it's so easily like a character. I'm like, my nephews love Sonic the Hedgehog. They actually would probably love this so much. I like that Zeraora, again, personifies that plasma and the collection of, and the concentration of its electrical energy in its fists. But there's a blurb on the main website. Some people miss this. Where is it? Right here. No more limits. Zeraora has incredibly high aptitude to begin with, but typically it has an internal limiter that works to contain the electrical energy stored within its body. It's thought that Mega Evolution removes this limiter, and then getting in sync is actually some additional lore. Zeraora decides of its own will when it releases its Mega Energy and unleashes its full power, right? Trainers wanting to partner up with Mega Zeraora will either need to trust its decision or be so in sync with it that they can match its timing. That is pretty cool. That's like new lore, right? It's like, I feel like they're positioning Zeraora kind of like alongside Mewtwo as like an intelligent Pokemon. But right here is what I wanted to bring up. The electrical energy it stores in its body is equivalent to 10 bolts of lightning. Protrusions on its forehead, chest, back, and the backs of its hand are where the electrical energy is particularly concentrated. These protrusions steadily emit a pale blue light. I think that's cool. I think that's pretty cool. This Pokemon is in pain, right? The electricity coursing through its body. This is a Mega. It has to be in pain. Breaks through its skin, right? This thing is, it's like a Wolverine. This Zeraora is, it's suffering. And it does look cool to use, but I if I'm just being completely honest with you, it's like this does not excite me. Again, what excites me is that this Mega list is confirmed, so I'm excited to see Heatran, Darkrai, Magearna, and some of these other ones. I would love to see Scovillain. The rumor is that Tatsugiri is going to get announced, on the 2nd. when we have that new trailer. I really want to see more than just a mega reveal. The mega reveals are fun, but I'm like, it's also like just like kind of one note, right? It's like, well, okay, does this change anything about the game? It's a new Pokemon, that is cool, but I'm like, what else are we seeing? You know, not my. I guess at this point, I'm gonna believe the rumors that Tatsugiri is gonna get revealed, and that would be cool because there's 3 of them. I was joking. I don't even know where I've said this, but I was kind of joking. Like, there's 3 of them. Maybe one of them. It's like, what if we got 3 different megas? Tatsugiri X, Tatsugiri Y, and then Mega Tatsugiri Z. I don't know. That would be kind of cool, because then that would mean Raichu's got X and Y, Tatsugiri's X, Y, Z, and then that means Absol could be Z version, Garchomp could be X version, Lucario could be Y version, and they're just showcasing all these different types of megas. Even Zygarde itself, right? If, like, Zygarde, you can see in its canon, it has the X, it has the Y, and it has the Z. So, I like the idea of all these different mega Pokemon showcasing the different, like, shades, the different flavors, you know, these different types of mega evolutions. We might not have a mega evolution for each of these Pokemon to be each X, Y, and Z, but each of them will have one of those letters. And then Zygarde is all. Zygarde represents its ultimate, right? It's X, it's Y, and it's Z. And I don't know what that means, but you know, that's a we can figure that out on another video. But yeah, Tatsugiri, sounds like a Tatsugiri's coming next. And what I want to see next is just some XYZ Pokemon. I'd love to see Absol, Garchomp, or Lucario. I think that'd be really cool. I think the Absol makes sense because Absol was kind of the poster child Pokemon for Mega Evolution with ZA. And so if they now put a spotlight on Absol and said, guess what? You know Mega Absol because we showed it to you a million times. But there's also going to be, you know, there's also going to be a new type of Absol. Like, I feel like that makes sense. Lucario, though, could also be... Lucario also makes a lot of sense, considering Karina has a Lucario. She's got a million Mega Evolutions. We know the Mega exists. She gives us a Lucario. And on the poster, on the concept art for Mega Dimension, all the Pokemon on that poster that can evolve are evolved, like Mega evolved, and Lucario's on the poster, but not in its new, like not in its existing Mega Evolution form, but just in its base form. It's alongside Karina. I think that's a clear outliner, or an outlier in that art, and to me tells me that this is something that they're going to want to show off. So Mega Lucario X, Y, or Z, or whatever new form we're going to get, I think that could be shown off next. And I'm, again, just to clarify, I'm looking at this like we got this list of like new Mega Pokemon, and so they have shown us Hoopa is not a Mega, but they've shown us Hoopa. They've shown us Mega Raichu X and Y, showcasing that, like, you know, that, you know, kind of establishing that concept. They're a mascot. It's popular. Then they show us these 2 weirdo Megas, Mega Chimecho and Baxcalibur. They're from a bunch of different generations. One's cute, one's cool. Like, that serves a purpose, you know. And then we've got Mega Zeraora, indicating legendaries, mythicals could be getting Megas. And then what I'm saying is that what I'd like to see next is them be like, and now we also have Mega Z for versions, right? It's like, we've shown you X and Y, we've shown you some randoms, we've shown you mythicals. What's the other thing that we want to showcase that's going to be in this DLC? Z versions. And then that's where they show Absol or Lucario. So that's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know. What do I think about Mega Zeraora? It's nice. It's nice. I don't know. It's nice. I really would love to hear what you think in the comments. And hey, hit the subscribe button if you're new. This is my second channel, and it's been a lot of fun this past week uploading videos like this, and we're about to hit 1,000 subs. So get in early. Get in early. Yeah, get in early. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye. Love you guys.